to the channel. I'm Ellie and I run this page Fenlon Interiors. It's basically all things home, interior and lifestyle, and of course home scent. If you are new here, make sure you do subscribe below. Make sure you give this video a little thumbs up and don't forget to comment if you love what you see. As you have seen in the title, Interior Design Trends 2021, we love to see it. For some, trends might be a big thing and for others it might not, but regardless, it's still happening and it's still unintentionally influencing our life, believe it or not. So without further ado, let's get into it. So I know we don't want to talk about it again, but 2021, believe it or not, has influenced and changed the interior design game. It really has. It has actually changed our opinion fully on our homes, which is just amazing. Like, if you were someone who wasn't really like thinking about your home, what it was doing functionally, what it was looking like, you had no choice. You were trapped in your house last year, so you literally had no choice but to stare at all the four walls that were surrounding you. With our homes keeping us safe for the past 12 months and longer at the moment, we realised that we might have actually neglected our space and that it might need just that bit of loving in 2021. So I am going to be discussing with you today furniture, shapes, fabrics, architecture, and especially retailers that are absolutely killing the game already. If you're thinking of giving your home some TLC, you need to look at these next top 10 interior trends that you could bring into your home this year. Comfort is everything, like honestly is. So walking into a home, we need to be seeing that comfort level. And how are we going to do it? Fabrics, textures of them fabrics. So we're going to be seeing a lot of faux fur, we're going to be seeing a lot of velvet, and definitely buccal fabric. Oh my god. So that was actually leading in the latter end of 2020, but honestly we're going to be seeing it left, right and bloody centre. Honest to god, like, it's going to be everywhere. I'm here for it. I bought a chair at the end of the last year. I don't know whether you've seen it, but I'm going to show you it anyway. Grey buccal, oh my god, gorgeous. So we're going to see a lot of things like that. So what is it that we're actually looking for in these fabrics? It's the softness, the airiness, the crispness, the lightness. You know, we want that comfort. We've realised now in our home that that is what we are actually after, and that is just so important to us. And the lifestyles we're currently living have developed this trend of the softness. We don't want like furniture that's just okay, Pinterest friendly, yeah, great, amazing, but if it's hard like leather, it's just no go, I'm sorry. So how can you incorporate this gorgeous soft fabric touch to your home? You can do it so simply and effortlessly, it's going to cost you next to nothing. We've got throw pillows, we've got faux fur throws, we've got chairs. Obviously they're at the higher end of what you might want to be paying, but look at me, I bagged myself a buccal bargain from HomeSense, so you could actually do it yourself. But honestly, you know, I've seen some gorgeous sofas in IKEA. Just however you want to develop that soft airy vibe into your home, but you're going to be seeing a lot of this soft textures being brought into our homes this year. And to be quite frank, I think we're all here for it. We need that comfort in our lives at the moment. Now, I'm not just talking ceramics or even candles for all you DIY TikTok fans out there. I'm talking about the actual architecture of our homes. I've seen a lot of people already on Instagram bringing arches into their homes, and I'm not even talking about archway doors, because I know how expensive that can be, actually changing the infrastructure of our homes. I'm talking about incorporating it behind console tables. I've seen this so well, specifically in sage green and more of a pastel pink. That is going to be such a big craze. And as well, headboards actually being drawn on as arches rather than actually having a soft fabric headboard, which obviously contrasts with the first trend. But either way, whether you do the soft fabric headboard or whether you do the arch headboard, you are going to be so on trend this year. The reason for the arches is primarily just to add dimension to our homes. You know, we're actually thinking about more so our wall, how we can add more depth to them rooms, because we've had the time to actually sit back and think, do you know what, I need something else. I need some kind of, you know what I mean, like the Art Deco movement, which we'll speak on later on in this video, is honestly coming back with a bang. Oh my god, Biophilic Design, I cannot preach about this enough, honest to god. Like, I was seeing it last year, first lockdown, like Biophilic Design, bringing the outside in. That's what we're here for now. We're realising bringing them elements into the home, crucial for up here. literally done so much research on this in university. I actually studied this for my dissertation. It's so interesting actually how greenery affects our mind. And I don't even mean, you know, if you like me can't look after a plant to save a life, you can literally get fake ones and it still does the same chemical after inside to keep our mental health tick. If you want to hear more about that, by the way, let me know in the comments, because I'm actually so passionate about the whole biophilic design and mental health. As I say, I've done a dissertation on it and it is so interesting. So yeah, it's that whole idea of bringing the outside in, you know, not even talking about plants. People will be like extensions or conservatories, we will be mimicking the same flooring to the outside. What I mean by that is if you've got wooden flooring, we will be getting actually decking that will be the same as the wooden flooring. So as you walk out, it's both inside and outside, but there's actually 2 double doors. Like, you will literally just have a partition as a window between both the outside and your home, which I am so loving. Like, it's just gorgeous. And also hanging swingy chairs, we're going to be seeing them actually brought in, as well as kind of like that boho outdoor throw pillow we're going to actually be incorporating. So leading on for the whole outside in, naturistic vibes, earthy tones are definitely shades and hues we will be seeing within people's homes. People are becoming a lot more adventurous, I'd say, with colour. And I don't even mean like wild colour, I just mean literally like hues of a shade. You're going to be thinking about warm taupes, greys, beiges, sands, terracottas. You're going to be getting all them different shades into people's homes, and I actually love it. Like, I really do. Like, I obviously love a good grey and white palette, but adding these more beigey tones, I'm actually here for it. And as you all know, I am actually designing a studio for myself this year, so watch your space, because I think I could be jumping unintentionally on the trend bandwagon, and I'm loving it. How bad's that? And I'm sure we've already anyway seen all the Instagram accounts that are actually already incorporating all these different shades into the home. It's absolutely beautiful. I follow some amazing accounts that have actually already started this trend later on in 2020. Now, trends actually develop from us, believe it or not, so we actually unintentionally bring about these trends from our environment. So this actual change of environment last year might not be actually anything for the interior world. I genuinely think it's been a positive myself from what's happened into the design industry. I think it's changed the game. I think it's made us realise that we have neglected our homes and that it does need this extra special loving, and I think that is exactly what we'll be giving it this year. However, in saying this, Pantone's colour of the year this year is actually a duo colour. We've got grey and we've also got illuminating yellow. Not gonna lie, when I did see this, I was shocked. I feel like from the year that we've had, I didn't see kind of the message they were trying to portray, because not gonna lie, Pantone usually are kind of on the ball most of the time. Didn't see that this time, and I was a bit gutted. I'm always kind of watching out for Pantone because they just fast forward the colour trend of the year. So yeah, I'm just they are 2 bold contrasting colours, which I understand. Like, I actually like it, but for this year not so much. I think we were after the more minimal hues and all things like that. I do have a statement that I found from Pantone for the reason of the colour, which I have actually got here, but I'm going to have to read it because I won't remember what it said. So they've stated that 2 completely independent colours have highlighted the message of hope and strength. I mean, am I really getting that from yellow and grey? No. I'm sorry, no. Pantone, you've let me down, I'm not gonna lie. But it's okay, because Dulux, you have come through. This colour of the year is actually Brave Ground, which I am absolutely in love with. It's kind of like a dull brown greyish. So it's about connecting us back to nature and the simpler things in life. And honest to God, like, doesn't that sentence alone for a colour just make you feel warm? Do you get what I mean? From grey and yellow. Like, that just makes you feel warm. And before anyone says, yeah, but you love grey, yeah, I do. But as a colour of the year, I'm actually swaying towards more the greyish, which is actually more of like the Brave Ground grey. So if Pantone would have said that, then do you know what I mean? We would have been. So top trend number 5. I can't believe we're halfway through already. Organic and undulating shapes. I feel like I've said that wrong. I can never say that right. I feel like American people always say it well better than me, but hey ho. It's basically a fancy word for say smooth rising and falling form of an outline, which actually reminds me of the 2019 trend of the kidney bean sofa. Like in HomeSense, everyone went crazy for that sofa. Like the phone was mad non-stop. Like we're getting them literally in like neon blue, pastel pink, cream, you name it, the shade you were getting these kidney bean sofas. As I say, that was back in 2019. Can we see a kind of copy and paste this year? Definitely. Or at the same time, because I see them in a buccal fabric. Yes, I could. Yes, I could. Buccal fabric as a kidney bean sofa. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine that? No, that'd be so good. As I say, we will be seeing that in furniture, but it's just not even about furniture. It's about sculptures, it's about prints, it's about ceramics, it's about wallpapers. Like whenever I say a trend or whenever people say it's just not about that specifically. Like that's not, oh, you can only have like a curvaceous sofa. No, like have a curvy vase, have a curvy candle, have a curvy art piece. Like honestly, it's all about the curves this year. We love to see it. So where are we seeing this from? Again, the Art Deco movement. We're actually seeing another copy and paste kind of thing in the 21st century. I love stuff like that. As people say, things do full circle. You would be surprised if you went back in time, the things we are basically just copying over and over again. It's the same in interiors, it's the same in fashion. Like you're probably like wearing clothes that your mum has probably worn back in the day. Not gonna lie, flares are back. Who'd have thought, do you know what I mean? Saying this whole Art Deco movement, I just want to give a huge shout out to H&M right now. No, they're not sponsoring this video. In my dreams, they are killing the game, interior game. Honestly, like I cannot stress enough how in love I am with H&M right now. They have got everything right. I don't know who their buyer is or the designer, but oh my god, I'm going to pop a few of the products on the screen right now because I just can't get over it. They've smashed the ceramic designs, the prints, the furniture. They honestly, like, their vases are out of stock. Like, you cannot get their pieces. Like, it's madness. I love H&M to pieces as it is, but they're changing the game. They're going to be one to watch this year. If H&M are watching this video and want to sponsor me, yeah. Thanks, bye. Trend that's actually not even new. It's actually been going on for quite some time. It's about the whole global influence of natural resources. As I said, going on from last year and sort of being in our home, not being at one with nature. It's actually something that we crave and something that we love to be around, you know. It's about these natural wood side tables, console tables, as well natural woods. We're going to be seeing a lot of baskets, you know, wicker. This year in particular for gardening, I don't know whether you've seen them, but wicker basket plant pots. I know our work's on a lot of them. We've actually got like a lining inside fence, so a lot of people are going to actually be purchasing them indoors. Also baskets on the walls. They were very trendy back in 2019, I want to say. The whole basket on the wall trend, hand painted over them as well. So if you're homeschooling, you want to be trendy, get the kids an art project and get some baskets through on your wall. We're going to be seeing a lot of woven pendant lights now. Yum, like honestly so gorgeous. IKEA and HomeSense are actually stocking these at the moment, which I've spotted. Gonna be gorgeous to incorporate over islands and over large dining tables, especially in hope that we're gonna actually be bringing our families back into our homes eventually this year. It's the idea of keeping everyone close, keeping that naturistic element, the big hanging lights, the big island table. We're going to be seeing all that. Following on from that idea of global influence, we're talking about sustainability and buying local as well. So we've become very conscious of actually lowering our carbon footprint. This actually can be done so well in the interior world. It's completely different to fast fashion. I think fashion turnaround is so much quicker than interior turnaround, especially with trends and things like that. So it's good to make sure we are shopping local, you know, we are maybe shopping like in charity shops, vintage. Vintage interiors now are so popular, like finding those key pieces, like not that everyone hasn't got on Instagram is like you've literally hit the jackpot like you wouldn't believe. Using Facebook Marketplace as well, the bargains people get on there, like I'm not even on Facebook and I clearly need to be on it because I need to be getting them Facebook Marketplace bargains. Honestly, they're so good. I'm like, hon, how did you get that chair for £30? Because I need that chair, like. And as well as that, do you really need to get rid of something that you're trying to get rid of, or can you upcycle it? You know, it's about breathing new life into old things, and that is what sustainability is all about in interiors. You know, we've done so many like upcycling projects, and you know, find old things, do them up like for cheap. Like, not everything has to be new, you know. I'm all about gorgeous trendy stuff, don't get me wrong, but think about breathing life into the stuff you already have, because you will be surprised that in a few years you'll need to strip it back because you'll be back on trend again. So on the trend date, and it is wabi-sabi, and not to be mistaken with wasabi. Yeah, it's definitely not. This is actually a very interesting philosophy from Buddhism, which I've actually been doing so much research on, by the way. It's very interesting. If anyone wants to look it up, you can. Basically, it's about imperfection, and how important, like, learning about these different elements of the home, you know, similar to like feng shui, which you'll probably all know. It's not just that. There is so many different elements of design that you will not have heard of, and this being one of them. About the acceptance of imperfection, and this especially this year is going to be so important after last, because we realise what's important in life, and that all these superficial things that we believe we need in our home, we actually don't, because you know who only matters in our home? Us. That might sound cringy as ever, it really does, but as long as we have got that safety, comfort, values in our home, the imperfections actually don't matter. And I don't mean that to say, oh well, don't follow the trend, you know, don't buy yourself nice things. Not at all, do buy yourself them things, but imperfections are actually really joyous to us at the moment, you know. People have been homeschooling, they've been putting things up on the wall, and that would be something you'd be like, oh my god, we best get that down before we get visitors. It's about the shoes in the hallway. We're not frightened to be ourselves because we haven't got that fear of, oh, we might get a visitor. And you know what, isn't that lovely that we can be at home finally in our home? We've sort of drawn away now from that superficial idea that everything has to be perfect, because it actually doesn't. And even if your house does look perfect, we're all imperfect in some way. So this trend really actually might be number 8, but it's certainly my number 1. I have found this trend and I've fallen in love with it. I'm genuinely going to be doing a lot more research into this one because I find it so interesting. It's philosophy, so we will be seeing a lot of more new unique pieces in homes, and especially people getting crafty, and I'm absolutely living for it. Number 9, dry foliage. Oh my days. If I could have put money on this last year, I really would have, because your girl has already hit base on the dried foliage. Like, not to toot my own horn, but I bought it back in 2020. No, I genuinely feel like everyone was well on the game for this trend last year. I really do. And it's not stopping. It genuinely isn't. We're going to be seeing them bigger and better. You're going from bunny tails to extra large Pampers. Like, you're going to be seeing foliage everywhere. And you know what? It literally needs zero maintenance, and you can get it in different colours and hues. So why would I actually want a regular bunch of flowers? Like, I want dried foliage all day, every day. And you're going to be spoiled for choice, because already we're seeing a rise in local businesses, florists stocking it. My personal favourite is Frog, which is actually in Manchester, in Selfridges. I first found it, and oh my god, I can't wait to go back when it opens. It's delicate, organic shapes, you know, as we were talking about before, about the whole Art Deco movement. That shape and organicness of the foliage is really going to influence the delicacy of our homes. It is seriously going to be accent piece of the year. I've called it here first, accent piece of the year. So when I'm back here in 2022, oh my god, that's vile, 2022, I will literally be talking about foliage again. I really do believe that, because it's just not stopping. And last but not least, multi-purpose living. I absolutely love this. This year, living rooms have become gyms, bedrooms have become offices, and we've had to adapt our spaces for ourselves. So it's all about multi-purpose living and the storage that are in our spaces. We're going to be looking at different ways of storing things but making it look beautiful. IKEA already making that a thing. You know, they're already on top form with their whole Scandi storage kind of thing. They're going to be on top form. So we'll be really digging deep in our homes and think, is our house designed well and also functional? That's definitely a key thing we'll be looking into this year. About the long-term solutions for our homes, and basically all the trends that I've spoke about are long-term solutions, you know. who knows, you know, could we be in lockdown 4.0? I don't know. We're not going to talk about that on here though. That concludes the 2021 interior trends. Let me know in the comments below what was your favourite, and of course it is up to you whether you want to follow these trends, whether you'll be using influences and aspects of some of the ones I've mentioned, but that's entirely up to you, because in 2022 there will be a whole bunch of new trends that we will have unintentionally created for ourselves. I do hope you have enjoyed this video, and if you have, make sure to give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it, and as I say, if you haven't already, do make sure you subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on my next video.